I still remember the sound of my sister's laugh that day. Sharp. Cruel. Echoing across the beach like it was meant to cut me open all over again. My name is Elena. I'm 29 years old, and for most of my life, I've carried secrets heavier than the scars that run down my left shoulder, across my collarbone, and onto my back. Most people never see them. I make sure of that. But that sunny afternoon, my sister Mia made sure everyone did. We were at our annual family beach trip, the one my parents insist on every summer to keep the family close. I wore a modest one-piece swimsuit, the kind that covers as much as possible. But when I took off my cover-up to swim, Mia's voice sliced through the air. "Oh my God, Elena. What is that mess on your back? Did you get attacked by a shark or just lose a fight with a cheese grater?" She laughed loudly, and her friends joined in. My parents looked away awkwardly. My younger brother smirked. I felt my cheeks burn hotter than the sun. I wanted the sand to swallow me whole. Mia has always been the golden child, beautiful, outgoing, perfect skin, perfect life. I was the quiet one. The weird one. The sister who never quite fit. For years she mocked my clothes, my job as a logistics coordinator, my boring personality. But that day she went after my body. My scars. The only visible proof of the worst and best day of my life. I forced a smile, wrapped my towel around myself, and sat far away from the group. Tears stung my eyes, but I refused to let them fall. I whispered to myself, they don't know. They will never know. But what I didn't know that day was that someone else did know. And everything was about to change. The mockery didn't stop there. Mia kept bringing it up every few minutes. "Seriously, Elle, you should wear a t-shirt. You're scaring the kids." Her friends giggled. My dad chuckled nervously and said, "Mia, that's enough." But he didn't defend me. No one ever did. I sat there replaying memories in my head that no one in my family knew. 3 years ago, I was working as a civilian communications specialist on a naval support base. It was supposed to be a normal day. Then the accident happened, a training exercise gone horribly wrong. A fire broke out on one of the ships, spreading fast. Chaos everywhere. Most people were running to safety. I didn't. I stayed. I ran toward the danger. I helped coordinate the evacuation, manually overriding systems when power failed, pulling 2 trapped sailors out of a smoke-filled corridor before the flames reached them. My uniform caught fire. I was burned badly. But because of what I did, the entire fleet avoided a catastrophe. Dozens of lives were saved. The Admiral himself, Admiral James Harlan, visited me in the hospital. He called me a hero. Offered me medals. Recognition. I refused all of it. I didn't want the attention. I just wanted to heal in silence and move on with my quiet life. I asked him to keep my name out of the reports. He respected my wish. So the world never knew. My own family never knew. Instead, they saw a sister with ugly scars who probably did something stupid. Mia especially loved reminding me how unattractive I was. How no man would ever want me. How I was embarrassing the family. That day at the beach, something inside me finally broke. The humiliation burned deeper than the scars ever did. I felt so small, so worthless. I wanted to disappear. For the first time, I actually considered never showing up to another family event again. I was drowning in betrayal, not just from Mia, but from my entire family who stayed silent while she tore me apart. The people who were supposed to love me had become my biggest source of pain. Little did I know, the tide was about to turn completely. I was sitting alone near the rocks when I heard heavy footsteps in the sand. A tall, distinguished man in a casual linen shirt walked toward me. Even without the uniform, I recognized him instantly, Admiral James Harlan. "Elena?" His voice was warm, surprised, and full of recognition. My heart stopped. I stood up slowly. Before I could say anything, Mia appeared behind him with two of her friends, still giggling about something. "Oh look, Elena found a grandpa to talk to," she whispered loudly. The Admiral turned around. His expression changed from warm to steel-cold in a second. He looked at Mia, then back at me. "Is this your sister?" he asked me quietly. I nodded, too stunned to speak. Admiral Harlan straightened up. His voice carried across the beach, calm but commanding, the voice of a man used to being obeyed. "Young lady," he said to Mia, "you should be very careful how you speak to your sister. The scars you're mocking? She earned them saving my entire fleet 3 years ago. While others ran, Elena stayed. She dragged 2 of my men out of flames. She prevented what could have been one of the worst naval disasters in years. Those scars are proof of her courage, something I'm not sure you would understand." The beach went silent. Mia's face turned pale. Her friends stepped back awkwardly. He continued, looking straight at my parents now, who had gathered closer. "Your daughter is a hero. She refused every award, every recognition, because she's humble. And here you are, laughing at her." Mia opened her mouth but nothing came out. For the first time in her life, she had nothing to say. The Admiral turned back to me, placed a gentle hand on my scarred shoulder, and said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Elena, if you ever need anything, a job, a reference, anything, you call me. The Navy will never forget what you did." He gave me his card, smiled with deep respect, and walked away. That moment, I can still feel it. The shift in the air. The way my family looked at me differently. The way Mia couldn't meet my eyes for the rest of the trip. She never mocked my scars again. In fact, she barely spoke to me for months. The golden child had finally been exposed. Today, I still carry my scars. But now I wear them with pride. They are no longer a source of shame, they are my badge of honor. Moral: never judge what you don't understand. The people you mock the most may be carrying silent battles and hidden courage that could humble you in an instant. Be kind. Because one day, the truth always surfaces, and it has a way of turning the tables completely. Thank you for watching my story. If you've ever been underestimated or bullied by your own family, drop a comment below. You are not alone. And your scars? They might just be your greatest strength.